Have you ever felt a sudden warmth in your room when no one else was there? Or maybe you found feathers in places where birds couldn't possibly reach. These aren't just random events. They might be signs that angels are visiting your home. Angels are everywhere in our lives. They're assigned to each of us to guide, watch over, assist, and protect us in our everyday lives. This means they could be present in your house at various times, and they often leave signs to let you know they've visited or that they're nearby. Today, we're going to explore the 10 most common signs that angels are in your house. By the end of this, you'll be more aware of these gentle messages and might even recognize some that you've already experienced without realizing what they truly meant. So let's begin this journey together and discover how these heavenly beings make their presence known in our homes. One of the most beautiful and common signs of angelic presence is finding feathers in unexpected places around your home. When you discover a small, delicate feather on your kitchen floor, or perhaps resting gently on your pillow, and there's absolutely no logical source for it in your house, no birds, no feather pillows that have burst, this is often a loving message from your angels. These feathers are physical confirmations that you are being watched over and protected. The color of the feather might also carry special meaning. White feathers are typically seen as direct messages from your guardian angels, confirming their presence and protection. Gray feathers might suggest that angels are helping you find peace during difficult times. And if you find a feather with multiple colors, this could indicate that several angels are working together to help you with a complex situation in your life. Next time you find a feather in an unusual place in your home, take a moment to pause. Pick it up, hold it gently, and express gratitude for this small token of angelic presence. Consider what you were thinking about or praying for just before finding it. Angels often respond to our thoughts and prayers with these gentle signs, letting us know that they've heard us and are working behind the scenes to guide and support us on our journey. Another fascinating sign of angelic presence is discovering coins in unexpected places around your home. You might bend down to clean under your sofa and find a shiny penny, or perhaps you'll notice a dime on your nightstand that wasn't there when you went to bed. When coins appear in places where you're certain none existed before, or when you repeatedly find the same type of coin, angels might be reaching out to you. The date on the coin often carries a special significance. It might correspond to an important event in your life, perhaps the year you got married, the birth year of a loved one, or a time when you overcame a significant challenge. Take a moment to examine the coin carefully. What are you thinking about or asking for guidance on just before you found it? The timing of discovering these coins is rarely random. Angels often place them in our path at exactly the moment we need reassurance that we're not alone. If you find coins regularly, consider keeping a small journal of when and where you discover them, along with what was on your mind at that moment. Over time, you might notice patterns emerging that give you deeper insight into how your angels are communicating with you. Some people even create special containers to collect these angelic coins as a physical reminder of the divine guidance that surrounds them every day. Have you ever experienced sudden goosebumps or skin tingles when there's no apparent reason? These unexpected physical sensations are often called spiritual chills, and they're one of the most common ways angels announce their presence in your home. These sensations occur because angels exist at a much higher energy frequency than humans. When their energy field comes into contact with yours, it creates a noticeable shift in the surrounding atmosphere. Spiritual chills typically feel different from regular cold chills. They often start at the top of your head or the back of your neck and move downward, or they might begin at your shoulders and travel down your arms. They're usually not uncomfortable. Instead, they feel energizing and uplifting. You might notice them while you're praying, meditating, or simply going about your daily activities when you suddenly need guidance or protection. Pay attention to what you're thinking about when these spiritual chills occur. Angels often use this physical sign to confirm that they're with you and that you're on the right path. Some people report experiencing these sensations when making important decisions or when receiving intuitive insights. If you notice these special chills regularly in certain areas of your home, it might indicate that this is a space where angelic energy is particularly strong, perhaps a perfect spot to create a small meditation area or prayer corner. An intriguing sign of angelic presence is experiencing a sudden ringing or buzzing sound in your ears when there's no medical reason for it. This phenomenon is actually your physical body's way of interpreting the high-frequency vibrations that angels emit. The divine sound of angels exists beyond our normal hearing range, so our consciousness translates it into a sound we can recognize, typically a high-pitched ringing or tone. The location of the ringing can provide clues about the message. Many people report that ringing in the right ear often relates to spiritual or divine messages, while ringing in the left ear might be more connected to messages about your physical world and daily life. The intensity and duration of the ringing can also vary. Short bursts might be quick confirmations of angelic presence, while longer episodes could indicate that angels are downloading important guidance or information to your consciousness. When you experience this unexplained ringing, try to quiet your mind and tune into your intuition. Angels use this sign as a way to capture your attention before delivering guidance. The message itself might not be immediately clear, as your angels are downloading knowledge that your consciousness will translate when the time is right. As you continue your spiritual growth and raise your personal vibration, you'll likely become more attuned to understanding these messages directly rather than just experiencing the ringing that announces them. One of the most comforting signs of angelic presence in your home is experiencing unexpected waves of warmth that seem to embrace you from nowhere. You might be sitting in your living room when suddenly the air around you feels noticeably warmer, almost like someone turned up the thermostat or wrapped a warm blanket around your shoulders. This heavenly warmth is unmistakable and brings with it a profound sense of comfort and security. This warming sensation occurs because of the energy shift that happens when spiritual beings enter our physical world. Angels vibrate at an extremely high frequency, and when their energy merges with the space around you, it creates a thermal change that you can physically feel. Archangel Michael is often associated with this warm, protective energy, but other angels can create this sensation as well. The warmth might be subtle and gentle, or it could come as a sudden hot flush that quickly gets your attention. Pay attention to which rooms in your house most often experience these temperature changes. Angels may frequent certain areas of your home where they can best support your family's needs. Some people notice that their children's bedrooms often have these warm spots, suggesting guardian angels watching over the little ones. Others find that their meditation space or the chair where they typically read or pray becomes unusually warm, indicating that angels join them during these contemplative moments. When you feel this special warmth, take a moment to acknowledge your angelic visitors and express gratitude for their loving presence. Among the most enchanting signs of angelic presence is experiencing unexpected music or harmonious sounds in your home. You might be alone in your house when you suddenly hear what sounds like distant singing, beautiful harmonies, or the gentle notes of an instrument that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. These aren't recordings or sounds from your neighbors. They have an otherworldly quality that feels profoundly different from ordinary music. Angels are beings of harmony, and music is one of their most natural forms of expression. Throughout history, across many different cultures and spiritual traditions, angels have been depicted with instruments or described as singing in heavenly choirs. When they visit your home, they sometimes bring echoes of this celestial music with them. The sounds you hear might be faint and fleeting, requiring you to be very still and present to notice them, or they could be clear enough to grab your attention immediately. Another musical sign comes through recurring songs that seem to follow you throughout your day. Perhaps you wake up with a particular melody in your head, then hear the same song playing in a store, and later it comes on the radio when you're driving home. Pay attention to the lyrics of these recurring songs. They often contain messages your angels are trying to communicate to you. Some people report hearing the same songs playing repeatedly during significant life transitions or when making important decisions, as if their angels are using familiar music to guide and reassure them. We've all experienced butterflies in our stomach when we're nervous or excited, but when this sensation comes without any obvious trigger, it might be a sign of angelic presence in your home. This fluttery feeling often occurs suddenly while you're going about your normal activities, perhaps while washing dishes or reading a book. It feels like a gentle stirring or bubbling in your solar plexus area, creating a sense of anticipation without any clear reason. This physical sensation happens because angels often connect with us through our chakra system, particularly through the solar plexus chakra, which is located in the upper abdomen. This energy center is associated with personal power, intuition, and decision-making. When angels make contact with this area, it creates that familiar fluttering sensation as they attempt to strengthen your intuitive abilities or guide you toward better choices in your life. Next time you experience these unexplained butterflies, try placing your hand over your solar plexus and taking a few deep breaths. Ask inwardly what guidance your angels might be trying to share. You may not receive an immediate answer in words, but you might notice that certain thoughts or ideas suddenly feel clearer or more compelling. This gut feeling is your angel's way of helping you navigate important decisions by enhancing your natural intuition. The more you acknowledge and work with this sign, the stronger your connection to your angelic guides will become. One of the most delightful signs of angelic presence is experiencing unexpected pleasant aromas in your home. You might suddenly detect the sweet scent of roses, vanilla, or cinnamon when there are no flowers, candles, or food sources nearby that could explain it. These heavenly fragrances typically appear out of nowhere, linger briefly, and then gently fade away, leaving you wondering about their mysterious source. What makes these angelic scents particularly special is that different angels are associated with different fragrances. Guardian angels often bring comforting, familiar scents like warm cookies, chocolate, or mint, aromas that remind you of safety and childhood. Archangels frequently announce their presence with floral scents. Michael with the scent of lilies, Raphael with eucalyptus or mint, and Gabriel with lily of the valley. When you detect these unexplained aromas, it's worth noting which particular scent you're experiencing, as it may help you identify which angelic being is visiting. These divine fragrances do more than just announce an angelic presence. They often trigger memories or emotions that contain important messages for you. Perhaps the scent of roses brings to mind a loved one who has passed, suggesting that angels are delivering loving reassurance from them. Or maybe the smell of ocean air in your landlocked home reminds you of a place where you once felt peaceful and clear-headed, encouraging you to recapture that mental state. When these mysterious scents appear, close your eyes and allow the fragrance to fully envelop you, paying attention to the thoughts, memories, and feelings that arise. Your angels are speaking to you through this sensory experience. Perhaps one of the most common and unmistakable signs of angelic presence is simply the feeling that you are not alone, even when you know you're the only person in your house. This isn't a frightening sensation, quite the opposite. It brings a profound sense of peaceful companionship, as if someone loving and protective is sharing the space with you. You might feel this most strongly in certain rooms or at particular times of day. This feeling of divine companionship often comes with a sense of being watched over, not in an intrusive way, but in a caring, protective manner. You might notice it most when you're going through difficult times or facing important decisions. Many people report feeling this comforting presence especially strongly at night, bringing a sense of security that helps them sleep peacefully despite worries or concerns. Unlike the uneasy feeling that can come from thinking a stranger is in your home, this angelic presence brings only positive emotions, calm, peace, and the certainty that you're not facing life's challenges alone. When you experience this sense of divine companionship, take a moment to acknowledge it. You might say a simple thank you out loud or in your mind, or just pause to appreciate the loving support that surrounds you. Some people find that this feeling becomes stronger the more they recognize and express gratitude for it, creating quiet moments in your daily routine. Perhaps a few minutes of meditation or silent reflection each morning or evening can help you become more attuned to this gentle angelic presence that shares your home. Among the most dramatic signs of angelic presence are unexplained flashes or sparkles of light that appear in your peripheral vision or directly in front of you. These aren't the ordinary reflections of sunlight off mirrors or metal surfaces. They have a quality that feels alive and intentional. You might see quick streaks of white or colored light, small orbs that appear and disappear in an instant, or a subtle shimmer in the air that catches your attention. Angels are beings of pure light and energy, and sometimes we catch glimpses of their true form as they move through our physical space. These light phenomena often appear at significant moments. Perhaps we are deeply worried and need reassurance, when you're making an important decision, or when you're engaged in prayer or meditation. The color of the light can carry meaning as well. White or gold lights are often associated with protection and divine guidance, while blue lights might indicate healing energy, and pink or green lights often relate to heart healing and compassion. Many people report seeing these light phenomena most frequently in photographs taken in their homes. You might notice unusual orbs, streaks, or mists of light that weren't visible to the naked eye when the picture was taken. In the digital age, it's easy to dismiss these as camera artifacts or dust particles, but when they appear consistently or in meaningful patterns, they may well be visual evidence of the angelic presence that surrounds you. If you notice these light anomalies regularly in your photos, consider creating an album to track them. You might discover they appear most often during family gatherings, celebrations, or times of significant transition, all moments when angelic support would naturally be strongest. So, what signs of angels have you noticed in your home? We'd love to hear your personal experiences with these divine visitors. Have you found mysterious feathers, unexplained coins, or felt that comforting presence when you needed it most? Share your angel encounters in the comments below and join our community of believers who are paying attention to these heavenly messages. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today.